Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Destiny. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we're going to explore a guide for one of the most unique guns in all of Destiny 2, and that's the exotic auto rifle, the Sweet Business. If you don't have it, you can pick it up from Xur today on Titan. I highly suggest you do that because this gun and the playstyle required to maximize its potential is a hilarious amount of fun. Let's get this out of the way. The Sweet Business is not what I would call absolute top tier. It is, however, very usable if you know how to get the most out of it, and that is precisely what we'll cover today. Let's go over some of the weapon's perks so we can analyze how to play with this gun. There's three main ones that are important. First off, let's talk about payday. Increased magazine size and more accurate spray from the hip. This is essentially what makes it a minigun. Now the hip accuracy is nice and will feature in how to play in PvP, but it's not what I would recommend as your main method of shooting the gun. It's very useful to use as a pre-aim technique when peeking, and it's certainly not terrible as a last resort, or as part of a jump strafe. But this weapon really comes into its own when you aim down sight for maximum meltage. The second perk of importance is business time, and that's just cool sounding. This perk is what gives the Sweet Business its unique feel. Holding down the trigger will ramp up your rate of fire, increase your effective range, and load ammo pickups on the floor straight into the magazine. Now there's an elephant in the room with this weapon. The fact that it takes time to spin up to its full melt potential is why some people completely overlook it. It's lucky the wind-up time is not that relevant in PvE, especially against high health pool targets like mages or ultras, which is where the gun absolutely does excel and is top tier. But in PvP it can leave you in a really bad position. We'll get onto that later. The third perk that's really important is high caliber. Every good gun in PvP has this, and the fact the Sweet Business does slips under the radar of people's awareness. It makes it a very powerful gun at max fire rate. The problem is getting there. Thankfully, we've got some tips for you. Taking care of business. The first context that I want to deal with is how to use the gun efficiently in PvE. Now you might think to yourself, I have a gun that has 99 bullets. I can just shoot forever and use it for everything. This is not actually always a great idea, and here's why. Sure, you can unload forever, but you can easily run out of ammo if you're not being careful. Being a kinetic weapon, it's not that great at breaking through mages or ultras' shields, and if you use it like that, you can find your overall capacity gone way too quickly. It's also very easy to waste ammo if you're shooting small targets and not landing all your shots. It is actually deceptively wasteful as a gun, especially when you think about how ammo drops work in Destiny 2. If you kill enemies solely with your kinetic weapon, the game has a really nasty habit of only dropping you energy ammo and vice versa. So in some ways the Sweet Business is not actually a great all-purpose weapon, but what it is absolutely fantastic at is damage phases. Long sustained damage onto a boss's critical spot is what it should be used for. Callus's head, for example, or a fallen tank's brain. Think of it like an extra power weapon almost. You're swapping general use out for absolute destruction on a crucial target. To help with this, there are some exotics you can pair the Business with. There's the Lunar Faction boots for warlocks that makes their rifts capable of reloading your gun instantly by stepping in and out of them, and then there's the Actium War Rig for Titans. What this does is actively place auto rifle ammo from your reserves straight into your magazine. This means you can keep shooting for much longer with the Business, and the Cold Heart for that matter. Use these exotics in combo with the Business for some Terminator minigun cosplay. Also, don't forget your barricade shield as a Titan, as that reloads your gun instantly too. Did you order a DPS bullet hose, good sir? Well, here you are, giving them the business. If you want to use this gun in PvP, the first lesson is what not to do with this gun. Do not try and give people the business at long range. Despite its perks, it's not a good long range gun at any fire rate. Manage your engagements so that you're at medium range most of the time. Because of its wind up delay, you don't want to be at extreme close range either, unless you're already wound up to melt speed. A good way to cover yourself is to remember that hip fire accuracy. When at close range, fire from the hip from behind cover to maintain movement speed before you peek, and then engage. Or start firing in preparation if you think someone is going to push you. If you just get even 1 second of wind up time before anyone can shoot at you, you'll be in with a very good chance of killing them when you do acquire your target, because you'll very quickly be hitting them so hard they won't be able to do anything. High caliber rounds on a weapon that shoots this fast is outrageous, so you want to be constantly managing that fire rate as best you can with good map awareness. That's the challenge with the Sweet Business, to always be firing fast enough when you actually take a fight. Pre-fire is obviously your friend. Now a quick word about reload speed and magazine size, because they do represent challenges in PvP too. You would think with 99 bullets having enough ammo to kill a player wouldn't be that much of an issue, but if you're pre-firing all the time, which you absolutely should be, you'll exhaust that magazine quicker than you expect, and it's relatively easy to run out of ammo when when you need it most. Timing your reloads is a key skill that you'll develop in time. Here's a rule of thumb that I try to use. If I'm below 50 rounds after a fight and I'm safe, I'll take the reload. Another tip is to use YY cancel on your reload. The standard reload is very long. YYing helps you cancel the last part of the animation. There is also a distinct playstyle that the Sweet Business excels at in PvP, and that's as a support. Well, what does that mean, Eddie? There are no strict roles in Destiny? Well, try to think of it this way. If you're playing very peak heavy on the front foot and trying to take as many fights as possible, the shortcomings of the gun will surface. You'll get team shot and die a lot. You can have much greater success if you're supporting other teammates with suppressive fire who are being aggressive themselves. This can very easily lead you to baiting people, which is categorically not what you want. But if you commit properly when a teammate takes a fight, then you can actually be tremendously effective. The reason for this is because although the Sweet Business can melt when wound up, it's not that great as a raw dueling gun from a flat start. If other players start a fight, you can certainly finish it. There also seems to be a secret perk when you use this gun in PvP. It's called Tilt Distributor. What that perk does is when you kill someone with the Sweet Business in PvP, their mental composure takes massive damage. Use it and see for yourself how quickly the enemy team seem to lose their minds. I haven't had this much fun in a very long time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. And finally, please check out our Twitter, where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time,